Let me first start with I for February, and since I'm doing this reading in January, this may already have happened. I feel that somebody was feeling or has been feeling kind of hopeless when it comes to love. Like when am I ever going to meet that person? And I feel for strongly for at least this may be a couple of you that somebody is coming in February and is going to kind of knock you off your feet. And this relationship may move very quickly. So, because I feel definitely the birth of something new, the beginning of something new, a new relationship. You may be all of a sudden, moving in together. You know how I've heard some, people talk about how they met and it's like they meet and then, they never left the person's apartment or their home or whatever, and then they got married. I feel like somebody, especially with the justice card, like this may be rushing to the courthouse or, wanting to get married. I don't know. I got Las Vegas. Or something like that. If you're not in the United States, what I'm, hearing is, to kind of take a step back. I know that you're probably, once you just know, but I'm hearing to kind of slow things down. Just take a pause. Okay. Another thing is I feel like in February, somebody is definitely like they have no clue. Like I feel like other people around them know that someone is popping the question or that somebody is pregnant, like it's going to be announced in February. There may even be where maybe there was one child, there may be two. So that might be a bit of a surprise. Now, for others, I feel like moving in together. I don't know if somebody gives you a key. I'm seeing a key. And so it could be a key to a house. It could also be like, those Tiffany, the jewelry store, the jeweler that, they make these keys. I don't know. I feel like it's like a key to someone's heart, but it's also like a key. So, and it could be both, a key to someone's apartment or something. So that's coming in. And I already talked about the pregnancy. There may be a wedding that you're attending. So there's quite a few beautiful things definitely going on here. And I also feel like there may be, maybe there's been some challenges or balance is important in terms of getting pregnant. So if somebody's been struggling, feel like something comes through, like maybe finally something is right and you find out that, oh my gosh, we're finally pregnant. So congratulations. Cause I do feel like it's just something's off hormonally or, maybe vitamins or I don't know what this is. But I feel like, you've been working with a doctor on trying to get this going. So that's another thing that I'm picking up. Now, I'm also hearing, so those are some very positive, beautiful messages. I am though focused here on the beautiful Justice card, which does represent Libra. And I feel for some of you Cancers, this is a time to find your truth. To find your inner truth, to find your balance, to get objectivity, and it's almost like trusting your own advice, trusting your own wisdom of what it is that you should do regarding love, whether you're single, whether you're married, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're dating. Some of you, I feel, especially with the justice card. Now, of course, the justice can represent law, can represent legalities. This may also be, I feel like somebody is, did I say this already? I'm sorry if I did. My mind goes somewhere and I don't remember what I said. Yeah, that can be a little scary, but I feel like, someone is trying to get like, oh my gosh, they forgot something. I don't know if this is like blood work or like, to get the marriage license, or somebody is running to, the courthouse, for some legal work, or, some kind of paperwork that needs to be done or signed or something. But this is getting to your truth and listening to what it is that you want from love. It's also looking at your future in love. There may be legalities going on also. I feel like there may be, a separation period here. When I look at these cards, there has been for somebody, and maybe quite a few of you whom this message applies, where there's been a loss, there has been heartache, there's been a feeling of kind of how do I move on from this loss? What do I do with this? I'm feeling stuck. And so some of this may have been a breakup or a recent breakup. This may have been a breakup that happened a while back, but it's still affecting you now. And this is deep, deep inner reflection. And I feel like this reflection is revolving around self-love, taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. Okay. There may be something also, a decision in terms of, okay, when I'm saying that put yourself first is finding the happiness. So if you are in a relationship, this may be contemplation of divorce, separation. You may be dealing with a judge. You may be dealing with an attorney. There may be something in arrears. Somebody owes you money around love. So this could be related to somebody, maybe you were living with somebody and they skipped out on the lease or skipped out and left you hanging. But this may also have to do with child support and child custody. I wanted to say that. But getting back, I think that it's going to be important for you to, see what is serving you in love, like what is working and what is not. Why possibly is it that you haven't found that person? And some of this is going to be deep, emotional, possibly tearing at the heartstrings, reflection. This may go back. I'm getting a mother and child. This may go back to your childhood when I'm looking at these cards. This is healing. This is finding that healing within yourself. And when I look at these cards, this is almost like this is a new beginning for you. This is shedding away the weaknesses that not that you had control over, I don't feel. Now, because there was something that was already broken in the foundations or some weakness in the foundation, in the structure, and this can represent a home. This can represent a physical home. the home of the family, mental home, spiritual home. So this may go back to what you saw growing up. And what's so interesting is that these cards are also in my challenge position. Some of you may have a decision to make in love. And with this 3 here, we also have a 3 here. There may be a decision. Doesn't mean that there was necessarily infidelity, but there may be 3 people, or maybe there's 3 children. But the number 3, I feel, will have some significance. This could be February 3rd, February 12th, February 30th, February 21st. You know, those all add up to a 3. That something significant happened on that date. But you may have a decision in what, there may be 2 people and you have to decide. Now, maybe there is somebody that you've started or will be starting something new with, but maybe because you're looking at your past here, I feel like there may be a decision in terms of not being able to let go of somebody from your past. Or maybe they're not able to let go of you, because the situation could be totally reversed. This is, you are making the decision, not them. And you are letting go of this unhappiness with this Queen in reverse. You're tired of feeling weak. And maybe this has taken a toll, because these are both my Leo cards, although this can, the wands can represent Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So those may be of significant. I'm also getting Scorpio, Cancer, the Sagittarius, and Gemini or Libra. But look how these Leo cards, now there may be weakness. Now, this could be physical weakness, but this could also be a moment of weakness. So in other words, you are beginning possibly the nurturing of somebody new, but you keep kind of going back and forth with someone else or somebody. And this could be in the back of your mind. Doesn't mean that you're even seeing them physically, but you're having a hard time letting go. Or maybe you have moved on and they're having a hard time letting go of you. They're having a hard time that you have started something new, started growing. And that you're here now, you're happy, you're celebrating. And then this person comes back just as you're, getting ready to celebrate, or maybe getting engaged or moving in with somebody, and somebody from the past. There may be a moment of weakness. There may be a moment, maybe this person, with the Strength card in reverse, sometimes to me represents manipulative. They may not want to see you happy. And if you're watching this, Cancer, because this person is the Cancer, then it's the other way around. Like, you'll know how this applies to you. You'll know where you fit in. If you are watching this because the person that betrayed you was a Cancer, then I'm talking about the roles reversed. So just listen to the message because I had somebody contact me once, because they were listening to their ex's sign, and everything I was saying, was really, like he had betrayed her, and I was saying all these beautiful things. If you're watching this because your spouse or the ex is the Cancer, or whatever the situation is, you'll know how this resonates. Then it's the other way. And, so I just wanted to make that clear. Because when I'm reading for thousands of people, it's going to be flexible in that sense. But the challenge is also for you to uncover your truth, to peel back the layers, peel back that onion, and discover. I feel like there is something that you will learn or discover if you choose to. Otherwise, you may not want to see. You may not want to see because it's too much for you. And if that's true, take it one step at a time to see what it is that's causing this heartache or this sadness. Because maybe that's, some people say it's 1 minute at a time, 1 hour at a time, 1 day at a time. Don't look at the whole, how am I going to let go? But I do want to caution that there is some also, I feel very strong chemistry here when I look at these cards that are, is igniting. And so just, if this person's from the past and you have a past history that hasn't served you, just, forewarned is forearmed, that moment of weakness that sometimes happens to, a person. Just beware. But I feel like you are finally, some of you are deciding, I am done with feeling this way. I am going to start anew and rebuild this house. So this broken house is going to look more like this house. So, very, very powerful reading. I really think it's also finding that self-love is the message that I'm getting. Like I always say, and I think this is so important, we call in what vibrational level that we are at. And if we are here because of a loss, because something has ended, this is not, some people will either shut this down and move on to somebody the next month and not deal with this. But I am telling you, the feeling I'm getting is if you don't deal with this, if you don't look at what is possibly why I keep calling in this person that is breaking my heart, or why am I allowing this person to keep returning when I know it's not positive for me, it will keep on happening unless you really start looking at this. And this is a rebuilding. This is time to rebuild. So some of you have already rebuilt and you're going to be here, but just be careful because somebody else may be returning that has heard of your news and they don't want to see you happy. They don't want you moving on. It's like, wait, don't forget about me. They're not there when you need them or when but when they know that you're going to be with somebody else, they keep showing up. Now I'm hearing something about a key. This could be a key to your heart, a key to their heart. Could be someone is giving you a key to an apartment or a house. Maybe someone is buying you a house. Maybe you are moving in together in February. But I'm also getting a key like the Tiffany key, the jewelry, Tiffany's. And I feel like somebody's getting one of those keys. Like I can hear somebody saying, you have the key to my heart. And you open up the box and there's a Tiffany key. And there may as also well be a key to someone's house or apartment.